FEMA, we are talking about EXIM
Yeah.
regulations,
Export of goods.
goods and services both, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
And according to this regulation, number 1, the most important part is regulation number 4. What it says?
Holding of foreign currency, foreign exchange regulation.
That is section 4.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is regulation number 4, EXIM regulation. This talks about no declaration required. Remember this? Where the declaration is not required. This is here.
Okay.
I think you missed this.
Yes, sir. Foreign 2015. Yes.
EXIM, Export of Goods and Services Regulations 2015, and Regulation 3 requires a declaration. Regulation number 4 gives an exemption. Right? So regulation number 4 says no declaration required. So automatically the question comes where this is required, where it is required, and for what? Okay, Sumit, no problems. So where it is required? This is governed by regulation number 3. Regulation number 3 that says whenever there is export, whenever there is export of goods or services, whenever there is export of goods and services, declaration is required. Now this declaration is regarding what? This declaration is regarding what?
So regarding the material and as well as the payment, the exact export value.
Under FEMA, only money, nothing else.
Okay.
Other declarations needed, but under different laws.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So as far as FEMA is concerned, this declaration is about the value.
There is the EDF for soft tax.
Yes. Right? So declaration is needed whenever there is export of goods and services. There is a declaration required, and then write down further. Declaration is about the value declaration is about the value. Now, which value?
Export or realization value, export value.
If the value is already known,
yes,
mention that. And if the value is not known at the time of export, then expected realizable value. Value means what? Two meanings are here. If the value has been crystallized, that will depend upon the documentation, agreement, etc. And if the value is not known at the time of export, be very specific, not known when?
At the time of export.
At the time of export. Right? So I give you example, maybe negotiation is going on, or that depends upon the quantity, or that depends upon the commercial discount that can be given at the end of the transaction, etc., etc. That's why it is not known at the time of.
But still, sir, we need to send a commercial invoice. There should be holding some value, no, sir. That may be changeable. That's what you mean to say, sir?
That is what?
Yes.
So expected value that is realizable in case of goods or services being sold.
Maybe after
So
discount or
that is
anything.
certainly variable, right? Otherwise, if I say I don't know the value and we will get to know only later on, then how much value is going to be realized? So the declaration under FEMA is only about
Value, money.
the value, the money, or the foreign exchange, nothing else. When we talk about declaration under foreign trade policy, that is about the goods. When we talk about declaration under the Customs Act, that is about the value for the purpose of taxation only. So declaration word will come under many laws, but directly related to the purpose of the act. What the declaration is should be. So declaration under FEMA is nothing except the foreign exchange involved. What is foreign exchange?
It's a foreign currency plus any credits or any deposits which is drawable on foreign exchange.
Obviously, no.
Then any negotiable instruments which can be drawn in Indian currency can be payable in foreign currency, and vice versa. Any negotiable instrument drawn.
That is definition for the purpose of exam.
Okay.
Simplest understanding is any money coming to India, any money to go from India, that is forex.
Okay.
Inward and outward remittances.
Yes.
Right? Now, whether it is Indian currency or foreign currency, that doesn't make a difference. Money coming from abroad, that is forex. Right? Say, for example, as of today, right from 2022, there are lots of transactions that are happening in INR. So if the transaction is in INR, isn't that a forex?
Transaction is between two countries, it is definitely a forex, sir.
Certainly.
Yes.
So simplified understanding of the word foreign exchange is any money being inwardly remitted or outwardly remitted. Money coming to India, money going from India. Which currency? That is not important. Okay, that is called forex. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
declaration is about the value. Which value? Already known, that value. Not known at the time of export. Underline the word, not known, but at the time of export. Then expected realizable value. So value number 1. Value of goods or services which is already known. Or this word becomes important. Or number 2, if the value is not known, at the time of export, then expected realizable value. Which declaration form?
ED, yes, EDS and software.
To whom EDF is submitted? This is but this is only about software. What about other services? Is there any declaration required for services other than software? No. Okay. So actually, whatever I was doing till now, this was only a quick revision what we have already done last time. So did you learn something more than what we did last time? Now moving ahead. Regulation number 4, I told you that please remember all the entries in a regulation number 4. Number of MCQs can be framed on this. Okay. Now, regulation number 5. What does it require? Indication of importer-exporter code number. Where it shall be given, any import-export cannot take place without an IEC. Right? And where the exemption, where the declaration is not required, that is already given the regulation number 4. So in case of personal baggage, certainly no declaration is needed. So IEC is also not known. So whether passengers are having IEC or not?
No, not required.
Not required.
Common poll. Let me ask a question. Whether passengers are also having IEC or not?
Yes, sir.
They will have.
They will have IEC, but they will not use for the
One
purpose.
Not
common
compulsory, but they can.
IEC has been issued for all the passengers. One common IEC is there for all the passengers, right? So remember one thing, any importer export IEC is mandatory, right? So I give you example of passenger where 99% people believe that passenger don't require IEC, but there is common IEC for all the passengers. Under which law IEC is issued? Tell me quickly, under which law IEC is
FEMA.
issued?
No.
FTP, FTP, FTDRA,
Yes.
FTDRA.
FT. Yes, मित्तल सर बोलिए. मित्तल साहब कुछ बोलने वाले हैं?
Foreign Trade Trade Development Regulation Act.
Correct. Okay. So importer exporter code number is allotted by
DGFT.
fill up
DGFT.
DGFT under section
4.
7 of the
FTDRA.
FTDRA, the Foreign Trade Development Regulation Act. The Foreign Trade Development Regulation Act 1992.
So can you just repeat section 4?
Under section 7, sir, you
Yep.
said?
Yes.
Section 7 of the FTDRA. Okay. Now check what notes you have taken. Under section 7 of
Foreign trade.
FTDRA by
DGFT.
DGFT. Right? And the relevance of this is no import export with
To watch full video, join the regular online batch Call Tayal Institute.